All right, guys, it is 8:30 in the morning. I got a bunch of stuff done here at the house. We are going to Santa Ana up to Cerberus Knives. I almost forgot to take my gimbal. It would have been a really shaky video. So I'm getting in the car right now. I just got to feed the dog, tell her goodbye, and I got a 2-hour drive up to their shop. Jesus. And then I will videotape and I'll probably get it edited and then it'll go up probably, you guys will probably see this Thursday or Friday. Probably. So guys, just on the fly, I didn't even let them know I was starting because I showed up here at Cerberus Knives with Christian and Darren.
Yes, sir.
And so we're going to look around their shop. We were going to make a set of scales, but unfortunately you had a board short out, right?
Yep.
Hang on a second, let me turn it around.
And that's what happened.
Oh, I got to get this thing on slow pan. So this is Christian,
How you doing?
Chris, and this, hang on a second. There we go, put it on the slow pan. And this is, Jesus, you're out. What the hell?
Hey, guys.
Howdy. So, yeah, guys, drove up. They've been getting into making scales. Remember, I was telling you guys that, like, I'm hoping that they can fill some gaps for some of you guys that are having problems with getting scales in the time frame you want. Because I do know that there's people out there that will do it, but their time frame is not quite what a lot of people want. So.
It's a long list to get into that clip.
So we were talking about earlier. So these are what were we saying here? These are your proof of concept.
Yeah, so these are PLA printed off a Prusa 3D printer, not my own. We run it through our engineer, my cousin. He's an engineer, so he has one. He uses, CAD or Fusion 360 to be more specific. We've rendered one set. This was the initial proof of concept. Mm-hmm. There were some discrepancies in the sizing and the fitment. They bowed a little bit over time.
Yeah.
So they were rendered again a second time with a slight scale, so that way we could check to see if the liners would fit. Mm-hmm. And we didn't like the way these came out, so we decided to do a completely new render, which is V2 right here, 1 and 2. This is a 1% scale. This is a 2% scale of the render, but there may have been some shrinkage, so we're gonna get a set printed up at a 0.8% scale, and then we're gonna check them again.
So these are basically, you're just trying to get your template, so you can
Perfect.
put it in CAD, you get it exactly right.
Right.
So that when you get this in CAD and everything done, that
Perfect.
you're guaranteeing that you can just hit go,
Yep.
full send, walk away from it. It's going to make a set of scales, and you come back and you're good.
Yep.
So,
So
that's
the
the
trick
goal.
is
That's
this
the goal.
right here. This is what we want. We see a lot of guys that send their knives in with aftermarket scales, and this fitment here, it's not correct. It's
You guys know you've heard me bitch about that a lot of times.
the goal is to make it look like the factory. We won't release them until they look and have the fitment of the factory.
Did you hear that, guys?
Just
better.
Look at that.
Or better.
Guys
Or better.
that are actually trying to make a useful and product that is not just not a money grab.
No, and so what we'll do is we'll have the router come and it'll cut this recession and this recession right here, and then we may switch out the tooling, have it drill guide holes, and
Just
then,
some peck holes.
exactly, and then we'll finish and countersink everything by hand. So finish out the holes and finish out the countersinks by hand.
So this would be like in the knife world, guys. This would be the custom / mid-tech version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're buying micarta and stuff. They're putting it in CNC
yeah.
and then they're finishing it by
Yeah,
hand.
go grab some of those materials.
Yeah, so we got a couple materials that we have for. Here, we can bring them out right.
Yeah.
Here, we'll do it right here.
Let's do it right there next to your hand.
So there's a 4th scale to that. That's in my room next to the computer for the renders.
Natural G10.
It's natural
Get
G10.
some brown micarta.
Yeah, brown.
I like micarta. I do like micarta.
There's some more micarta brown. I think this is like an OD green, and this is the brown.
That's right.
And then we have some blue. I believe this is paper.
Is this
actually.
the textured? Like you peel one off and it's got the texture?
I believe so.
So like there's a spot where you can peel it off and then it's
yeah.
textured.
Darren, do we have any of the scrap lying around from our old?
I think that's what it looks like because I had some of that and it does. It comes out real textured.
I got these from True Grit. I didn't look at them closely. I thought it was G10, just looking at the front of it,
Yeah.
and upon looking at on the grain, you can see
You
that
can see that it's
definitely micarta.
This is actually
so-
homemade micarta right here too.
this is stuff you guys made.
Yeah, so this is how all this started, was trying to produce micarta. And if you feel that, Mike, you can actually feel that's canvas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can feel how it starts to
Trying
come
to
in. I believe
Zoom back out. There we go.
Giant Mouse, they have a biblio. I'm gonna grab that actually, and you can feel it. I believe they.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, there you
Crazy
go.
Sharp.
That biblio has a bead blasted finish.
I've bead blasted G10 and micarta, and it comes out nice. It comes out nice and
Real
grippy.
grippy.
Yeah, real grippy. Still absorbs some moisture. I do have to say I like this though.
Yeah, that's the paper micarta. That's just.
It's good. I'm telling you guys, wear a mask when you grind this. I did some green paper micarta. It looks gorgeous. It
I think we'll
polishes
be
up
doing
nice.
a lot of that. I really like the paper micarta.
I like.
as well.
Is that two different layers, two different colors?
It looks
So you're
like
gonna have.
two, Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like a red and blue. So it's
That's
like
gonna
that-
come out cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Getting into that.
So guys, these guys are really getting into their. I was just giving them some advice about anodizing the stuff they need for it. They've got the 3D printer they're working on. They got their 3D router that is currently having some issues, but
It'll get there.
it'll get there.
We're learning,
And,
guys.
yeah, and we're looking to get into patterns. That's what we want to do when we get the scales fine.
Milled patterns into the
Exactly. Maybe
like-
something like a fluted pattern.
diamonds always look good.
Yeah.
Fish scale.
Maybe some fish scale for
Fish
sure.
scale.
That's
Fish
Yeah.
scale is something we don't see a lot of G10 and fish scale, and
So we're excited to try with that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
guys.
what's the plan? Like once you guys get this, how long do you figure it would take from the time that somebody orders to the time that somebody gets a set of scales? Because this is the one that I was talking about. So we all know that it takes weeks and weeks, if
Yeah.
not months and months, to get aftermarket scales to get them done well, and sometimes it's still iffy. What kind of time frame are you guys looking at? Like,
You know, with our books, filled up, we don't want to go over 2 weeks. I
cool.
don't-
So you guys are
That's
trying to look
exactly
at the
what I was
same way,
thinking.
the same way I do
Yep.
with the sharpening.
Yep, we don't want to take it over 2 weeks, and depending on how much they fill in material, sourcing, that'll play a big part in it.
So the nice thing is you guys are local to a source where you can get stuff for handles
and
and stuff like that.
TrueGrit sells some really, really good high-end materials. They're carbon fiber. They do copper shredding carbon fiber. They have a lot of that type of stuff.
Got a
there was
mill.
a metal weave in one of them.
I've seen the ones with the metal weave.
Yeah. And so, where's that tooling bit actually for the router? Do we have that, Darren?
But guys,
Show off,
there
yeah.
we
This is what we want
there we
to
go.
show
They got
you.
belts, so you can see they're gonna try and get into making some stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is what cuts G10 the correct way. I believe it's called a diamond burr. You can feel it. It's real sharp, and it's the only thing that won't load when you put it to composites. It'll cut real nice and clean, which is the biggest part.
Have you licked it?
No.
To see if it hurts.
Not yet. Maybe we can get Darren
It's
doing that
so
on camera.
sharp.
Give me a few more beers, maybe. We'll think about it.
Open the refrigerator. Get the man a beer. That's something I would videotape. So the plan is so this is I got to meet up with these guys. Hang on just. I got to meet up with these guys. That's the third time I've said that because I didn't hit go on it any other time. So I get to meet these and hook up with these guys when they first were getting started. And they asked for some advice. And so you guys are wanting to get into making knives, but right now it's about building the capital to get to that point.
Absolutely. It's all fundraising for us.
Yeah.
We're learning a lot along the way about, other processes that are involved in,
Yeah.
in knife making. So, it's all going to relate when we do start making knives, with your help. We're learning a hell of a lot,
Well, the nice thing is you guys are like, today was a shitty day. It took me like 2 hours to get up here, but you guys are usually like maybe an hour and 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
traffic was horrible coming up, and I know it's gonna be bad coming back. So that's the thing that sucks is came all the way up here. I wanted to hang out, but the fact is I know I'm limited on time because I have to leave at a set time. But
Yeah.
the nice thing is you guys are local, and you're just and the thing is unlike I've had friends that started businesses and they just don't want to listen. They don't want to take advice, and you guys seem to be like me when given the opportunity to take good advice. You usually do.
You got to surround yourself with people smarter than you. So
That's
that
what I
way
did with
you play your
Elliot.
game. Yeah.
So, and I mean, right now you guys are in a garage that you've got plenty of space for what you're doing now.
Yep.
Small scale. I mean, the only thing that I could think you would really need to do is that's not going to be a big enough compressor when you guys really start to do a lot of
refinishing. and
refinish.
blasting.
Like
Yeah.
Chris and Elliot's compressor is like this tall and the size of that table. but it also press. I have blasted for 45 minutes to an hour and never lost pressure.
Yeah, I remember you telling us
Yeah,
that.
so it's a constant thing. So
And
we're constantly reworking this garage too.
Yeah.
Getting it,
Yeah.
you know.
trying to set the workflow.
you
up
got it
correctly.
important. You have a beer fridge.
You got it.
That's the important part.
Got
Like
it.
people, guys, no joke. People bitch and complain. I wouldn't want somebody that drinks a beer while they're working making my custom knife. Then I'm telling you right now, guys,
buy a custom
you
knife.
don't want to buy a custom knife. I do not know a knife maker that doesn't either smoke weed or drink beer or maybe both while they're making knives. That's just all there is to it. It allows you that ability to
Go in with confidence.
Yeah.
because you get in front of that grinder and you're like,
Grinder with
you get in front of that grinder and you're like, this guy's paying me $700 for this, and if I screw it up, I don't have another piece of metal to make it out of. And it's you're like, oh fuck, what's going on in my head? And then it lets you go, fuck it, I don't care.
Have a beer. Yeah.
Have a beer.
I won't even
So
address the grinder without a beer.
I have to have two. I can't even address the grinder without
Fortunate
two.
enough in the situation that we're in right now is that we have tool and die makers that we know personally.
Yeah.
We've
Absolutely.
known them for how many years now? 5-6 years?
You're so much taller than him. It's hard to get both of you in frame.
I know. This guy,
Back up a little bit. Yeah.
we straightened my back up a little bit.
I was like, holy crap! It's so hard to get you guys both in frame.
They
Oh, this is your beer mug?
fuck it, whatever. There's beers everywhere.
I don't know.
I don't think I finished mine. I think that's yours.
Okay.
They
I'll deny it.
their father trained in Denmark
Yeah.
for I don't know how many years it takes to go to school, but I know the first year alone he sat there and they would give him a piece of metal and you file it straight. You get it all square.
Yeah.
And then you take it to the proctor, he rounds all the edges, and you go right
Gotta
back
do it
to
again.
Yep, for a year straight. So that's all you learn is filing. So they come with a really good base. Their father's run the company for about 11 years now, his own company.
Really good guys.
Really good guys, really, really smart, and the whole point behind it is they have the access to we have access to the machines that they have access to.
Nice.
So they have 2 CNC machines, a smaller one and its big brother,
They have a wire EDM.
and then they have a wire EDM.
Which we're excited.
That's
Super
nice.
excited about.
That's the big part.
Super,
man.
super tight,
Tolerances.
close tolerances on
Yeah.
that.
Every
You're not
time
gonna
we
have.
hit him up, we're like, "Hey man, how much would it cost to get this cutter or this on a CNC?" He's like, "Dude, just wire EDM it."
Yeah. The only downside to wire EDM is it takes forever. It's a
Yeah.
slow process.
It is, but
But
you can't beat those tolerances. So we're looking at getting titanium. Once we move into the production of our folding knives,
Yeah.
we want to do titanium, wire EDM cut titanium,
Guys
depending
gonna
on the
do
parts.
Gonna do. You guys gonna try and do a couple fixed blades first to get the feel of the grinding, and then
Yeah. And so,
Guys,
the
I'm
other
never
thing
gonna
is,
make a. Don't ask. I'm never gonna make a folding knife. Too much fucking math. That would take any fun that I get out of making knives. Out. Sorry about that. Fucking, I just stopped recording for some reason. Could be because I'm an idiot. So what were you saying? The plan is what?
to have the blades probably like water jet cut,
Yeah.
and then have them put on a CNC with like a 4th or a 5th axis, and have the bevels milled in perfectly.
Yeah.
And then
And then
after
basically that it's just a hand grind sharpen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we contact someone like you, who is going to do a much better job than either of us would. We're more into the manufacturing aspect of it at the moment,
Which I like that because I like getting paid. I'm cool with that.
and we want to pay you.
So, but yeah, no, guys, it's this. I think this is going to be something cool. Like I had said, I wanted to come up because I wanted to get you guys.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't follow them already, you guys need to do a YouTube channel.
That's what we're planning on doing.
yeah. We'll probably have to get one of these cool gizmos that you're recording with right
This
now.
thing's great, like because especially if you had as much coffee as I usually do, and you're all shaky Jake,
Yeah,
it takes the shake out.
That belt grinder from Harbor Freight.
These are my kind of people.
Oh yeah.
They have a flow chart and blueprint for fucking how to make a cocktail.
Sometimes you forget, you know?
Yeah, I know. Well, I got as far as the vodka. Fuck it, that's good enough.
That is.
Did you have a glass of vodka? Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna make when I went into the kitchen. So yeah, guys. So like, still at the proof of concept stage. Like I said, we were gonna just set this thing up and let it record while they were milling a fucking set of scales.
Just
but
to do a rough set.
just do a rough set,
That would
just
have been a lot
to
more
see
fun.
it.
We could have just sat down and
Yeah.
Right?
hung
Just put
out.
it. Yeah, that would have been great. But hey,
And then a flash through.
but you guys don't know electronics, so you burned up your boards.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding.
No, we need some help with that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we're talking to a couple guys right now trying to get
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
that problem situated. We
so did you burn up the mill? Have you burned that up yet?
yeah, so right here,
great.
here's the motor.
It was bound to happen. It was an old motor.
Yeah, so
This mill's
Yeah,
it's
nice thing is
it's
you
a
can get
Chinese mill
replacement
from
motors.
probably the 90s, probably the 80s, dude. Fuck.
It's not a bad looking mill.
No,
I
it's
definitely
not.
have,
It's really
I've
well
definitely
made.
seen worse mills.
Yeah, me too.
Really cool part about it is that we're lucky enough that it does this.
It's got the lathe too. Actually, the lathe.
It's got the lathe attachment.
function
Yeah.
still works. So, it's got a secondary motor.
Oh, okay.
You get one right here. You have, I believe this is your Y. I think it is. And then this should be your X. So it'll move. And then on top of that, let's bring this out a little bit more actually.
It's actually pretty smooth for being so old. And,
I was gonna say it's
I sanded down the tracks and then I WD-40'd the shit out of them and then I put a little bit of dry lube in there.
yeah.
And it's held up pretty well. So we have this. Whoa, what was the parts? It also spins
we're probably just gonna have to
this
get
way.
Oh, nice.
And then.
So basically, you've got a manual 5-axis.
Yeah, this vice also spins as well. If I
So
could
you have a 6. You basically have a manual 6-axis mill,
and we got
which is gonna take
$3.99.
forever.
Let's see.
I'm gonna sharpen a thresher. I can see right now. Can you guys see it? I know you can, because I can see it in the viewfinder that it looks like he cut a coffee
Chris
cup
let
with
me
it.
borrow that one time.
Did
And
you cut wire with it?
No, he regretted giving it to me. I cut all sorts
I had
of
to take it
stuff.
back after a day.
He's like, abuse it. I'm like, all right, I will. And I did.
So yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, I mean, I like to keep the videos at around 15 to 20 minutes. I'll take a look at what I got, and then, I mean, just wanted you guys to get to see these guys, meet these guys, and I
Yeah,
wanted
Mike,
to come
thank
up.
you so much for coming down here.
No problem.
Getting this
Not
on camera,
a
putting it on
problem.
our YouTube channel. Yeah.
You guys got to get a YouTube channel started.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
do.
the next
We
thing.
definitely do.
Yeah.
So
Any of you guys watching, go ahead and give good
Follow us
old-
over
give-
on Cerberus Knives Workshop.
yeah, Cerberus Knives.
Yeah.
I put it out yesterday in yesterday's video that I was coming up, and
Oh,
I told
yeah.
everybody to follow you on Instagram.
Absolutely.
You
Thank
guys are
Mike.
so neat and organized. That's gonna change so much.
No, dude, you should have seen it before you got.
magic right
It
here.
was a tweaker palace before you got over here.
Magic.
Yeah. This right here, Mike,
Is that the copper
is-
wash solution?
It is. So you can see it's actually a suspension. It's got way too much copper in it, which is kind of the point. And for any of you guys looking at getting into it, you want that color. That nasty green color. If it goes blue, it's not going to wash correctly. You want that green.
I'll leave that to you guys. That doesn't look like anything I want to fuck with.
Oh, it's okay.
But they do some copper wash on knives. All right, guys, hang on a second. Let me get this. So like I said, wrong direction, wrong way, wrong. Bring it
Are you gonna
down.
edit this, or are you just
Yeah, I'm gonna
slap
edit.
all these
I may just slap them all together. That's usually what happens. I'll get parts. So guys, follow these guys on Instagram. Cerberus Knives Workshop, and then what was the other one? SoCal.
Knife Raffle SoCal.
Knife
That's
Raffle
where we put a
SoCal.
lot of our workout. It's how we kind of fund the shop and
There you
all
go.
the parts
Yeah.
that we need.
They're gonna
And-
raffle one of my neckers off.
Yup,
Oh, yeah.
that's coming up next. We're planning on put that up probably today or tomorrow.
It's on there,
So,
and it's
It's
sharp.
on there. Let me
It is
grab that.
sharp.
It's sharp, really
Oh,
sharp,
man,
like
yeah.
dangerous. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'll get this edited. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. Tell me why.
Yeah,
But
we want to know.
the flip side of that too is, if they had a channel, there'd be a link to it. So you're not going to see that. So in this corner will be a link to my game channel. Up here's a link to a video that YouTube thinks you like. Over here, covering my face, is a subscription link. And down below that is the Patreon, if that's something you choose to do. These guys can tell you they've seen my daughter skate. I will put the GoFundMe below. It is a worthwhile...
She's gonna be an Olympian.
Yep. It is a worthwhile endeavor to support my child in ice skating. So the GoFundMe's below if you choose to do that.
She's a winner.
Guys, have a good day. Have a good week.
Follow this man.
Follow these guys.
Yes,
Follow
sir.
us and him.
And I will see you guys in the next video.
Adios.